Okay, I just now found out within the last 10 minutes that, okay, I knew that David Gilmour has a new album being released shortly. September the 18th, I believe, is the date, if I read that correctly. Looking at YouTube, seeing if anybody, my subscriptions, put any cool videos up. Saw Darren Locke just posted a reaction and review for Rattle That Lock, and which is the new David Gilmour song and album. And to be honest with you, I didn't even know the song was released yet. So first I watched his reaction video and got his opinion. So I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm going to try to find this song on YouTube. And right afterwards I found it, and I just finished listening to it. And I'm here to give my opinion on the song Rattle That Lock by David Gilmour, new music. First new music from him solo-wise since On an Island from, when did that come out? 2005? 2004? Anyway, this is what I'm thinking. On an Island, when it came out, I'll be honest with you, I was excited at the time. And I bought a copy of On an Island. Mine was the actual Best Buy version, which comes with a studio CD called Island Jam, which I never listened to or never even pulled out of the cellophane. But I listened to On an Island twice, maybe 3 times, and absolutely hated it. But, yeah, he can't put out a good solo album anymore. Anyway, when I found out that he had a new one coming out, I'm thinking, oh, it's bound to be awful. And I'm probably stepping on a lot of David Gilmour fans' toes. Now, let me just say something before I get into this song that I just heard. I am a huge Pink Floyd fan, and I do like some of David Gilmour's solo stuff. The first album was great. David Gilmour was a great album. About Face had some stuff I really liked on it. I really like About Face. On an Island could not get into it. It was just dull, boring. And having Crosby and Nash didn't help, or Richard Wright didn't help on it either. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Rattle That Lock by David Gilmour. So I just listened to it for the first time. Starts off with this kind of, I don't know if you call it celestial, but this kind of ethereal keyboard part. And then it goes into the song. The whole band comes in, the drums, guitars, bass, keyboards. First thing I thought was the 80s. Oh, this sounds extremely 80s. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, but this sounds very much. The first thing I thought of was the Fix. It really sounded like something from an early Fix album. I don't know, maybe Shuttered Room or Reach the Beach, one of those records that they did. But sounds very 80s. And then once he got into the singing, when he was singing his part, and then the harmony vocals come in, the chorus, it's like, this sounds to me, now I'm hearing 80s Fleetwood Mac. Like, this sounds like something that would be on Tango in the Night. You know, to me, I was picturing, first I heard the Fix, and then I heard Fleetwood Mac. And it goes on, it's about a 4.5 minute song, I think, something like that. And also his voice, he's yelling the words, he sounds like he's straining. His voice, he's known for being a really great singer, he has a really good voice, but I think his voice sounds awful on this. It sounds like he's straining, and it's as if he's constipated while he's singing. That's really what it sounds like to me. So the thing I can tell you about this song is that it's very, it's very poppy, very much like an 80s, sounds a little lost in time, sounds like an 80s pop song to me. Whether it be the Fix, kind of, or Fleetwood Mac, Tango in the Night, only not as good as that album. Because I actually like Solo Tango in the Night. I thought that was a pretty good album. But it's I heard it with having low expectations. Really didn't care for The Endless River from what I've heard of it. Really didn't like Louder Than Words. This is a little more upbeat, but still boring, still dull. It's very, it's bland. it sounds out of. I shouldn't say it sounds out of place in time, but it didn't sound like what I expected. I was expecting it to sound more like On an Island. Maybe some people would think this would fit on an island. It sounds a little poppier than that, a little more upbeat. Because I remember On an Island was just kind of like this for most of the time. Didn't really get off the ground. It was just like that airplane that would just never take off the runway. That's what you got with On an Island. The airplane never got off the island. Well, this one didn't get me either. I didn't get this one. So yeah, that's my opinion of my reaction to Rattle That Lock. New album comes out September 18th. I definitely will not be spending my hard-earned money on this like I did with On an Island when it came out. I do still have on CD David Gilmour and About Face. Haven't listened to them in a while. And I do have an audio bootleg of him from the About Face tour. But if I'm going to listen to David Gilmour, I'm going to listen to either the Good Pink Floyd Days or those two albums. About Face is incredibly underrated and underrated and underappreciated. I've heard some David Gilmour fans didn't like it. I've also read somewhere that David Gilmour himself wasn't happy with it, but there were some songs I liked on there, But I guess I'll save that album for a different review. But yeah, I haven't done a review in a while. I just thought, okay, I'm home. Got nothing to do until my buddy's Noise Rock Treehouse play tonight and Rock Red 7 in Austin, Texas. I'll be there. So there's my 2 cents. Love me, hate me, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Just decided to give my opinion on Rattle That Lock because I had nothing better to do until 10 o'clock tonight. Thanks for watching. I will see you on YouTube, hopefully with another Crack in the Wall video. Hopefully a surprise for you. Crack in the Wall should have some new videos coming up. And an album review if I feel like it. Alright, have a good day, everybody. I will see you later on YouTube and lots of great stuff like that.